Hello, friends. I am the Reverend Dr. Thaeda Franz, and welcome to my channel. So, you finally said yes to your calling. You committed to the healing work, to stepping into your spiritual gifts, to building that business you've been dreaming about, and then everything fell apart. Your health crashed, money disappeared, that solid relationship suddenly crumbled, projects that should have been simple became impossibly complicated. And you started wondering, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe this isn't my path after all. But here's what's actually happening. You've activated an energetic trigger, and it's doing exactly what it was designed to do: stop you from moving forward. If this and conversations like it are interesting to you, feel free to like and subscribe. It helps this content get to others who could benefit from it. Thanks. So, what are energetic triggers? Think of them as spiritual booby traps placed along your path. They're not random obstacles. They're not tests from the divine to prove your worthiness. They're deliberate interference designed to derail your progress. These triggers activate when you make a real commitment to your purpose, not just thinking about it, not dabbling, but actually stepping forward with intention. The moment you say yes to becoming a healer, to launching a business, to claiming your spiritual authority, you can set off multiple triggers simultaneously. And here's why it works so well. The interference knows that if it can convince you to turn back at these activation points, you'll abandon the very work you came here to do. So what does this actually look like? Health crises appear out of nowhere. Chronic pain flares up just as you're about to launch. Fatigue so profound you can barely function settles in the exact week you expected to see clients. Financial collapse strikes with surgical precision. Unexpected expenses drain your savings, clients cancel, that steady income stream suddenly dries up even though you were doing fine financially before you committed. Relationships implode, your partner suddenly questions everything, friends withdraw, family members who were supportive become critical, conflicts erupt that consume all your emotional energy, and logistical nightmares multiply. Technology fails, simple tasks become Herculean undertakings, and every practical step forward requires 3 times the effort that it should. The sinister brilliance of all these energetic triggers, each crisis feels completely legitimate and urgent. You're not imagining the pain or the empty bank account. It's all real, which is precisely why it works to stop you. Here's what makes this even more challenging. You can activate multiple triggers as you keep pushing forward while the interference remains uncleared. Maybe you cleared enough space to launch despite the health crisis. Now the financial trigger activates. You navigate that, and suddenly relationships start imploding. Each time you refuse to turn back, the interference adjusts its strategy and sets off another trigger. This escalation isn't punishment, it's desperation. The interference throws everything it has at you because your forward movement threatens its agenda. You might muscle through 1 or 2 triggers on sheer determination, but trying to power through ongoing interference without actually addressing it, that's like trying to run a marathon with your shoes tied together. When everything falls apart after you commit to your calling, the temptation is to make it mean something about you. You're not ready. You're not healed enough. You need to work harder on yourself before you can step into this work. None of that is true. Energetic triggers activate because your calling matters, because you stepping into your spiritual authority represents a genuine threat to systems of interference that profit from keeping people confused and disconnected from divine guidance. The chaos isn't evidence that you're unqualified. It's evidence that your work is important enough to sabotage. So what actually helps? First, recognize the pattern for what it is. When you commit to your calling and suddenly everything implodes, that's data. Note the timing. Notice which areas get hit hardest. Stop trying to fix yourself and start investigating the interference. Second, address the root rather than just managing symptoms. You can throw money at the financial crisis, drag yourself to more doctors, pour more energy into repairing relationships. But if you don't clear the actual interference, activating the triggers, you're just playing whack-a-mole with crises. Soul protection and restoration work exists precisely for this reason: to identify and remove the interference at its source so the triggers stop activating. Third, stop trying to muscle through on determination alone. Yes, persistence matters, but so does strategy. You wouldn't keep walking through a minefield just because you're committed to reaching the other side. You'd find a way to clear the mines. Your calling is worth protecting. The work you came here to do matters. And energetic triggers are real, not metaphorical challenges for your personal growth, but actual interference designed to stop your progress. When everything falls apart after you commit to your purpose, you have a choice. You can interpret it as evidence that you're not meant to do this work, or you can recognize it as evidence that you are, and the interference trying to stop you knows it. The question isn't whether you're qualified for your calling. The question is whether you're willing to clear the path so you can actually walk it. Because your purpose is waiting, and it's worth more than the energetic triggers designed to keep you from reaching it. To learn more about soul protection work and how it can help you clear interference at its source, visit the link in the description. Also, if you would like to learn more about how to partner with the divine and bring yourself into alignment and prosperity, check out the link to the class I'm offering called Show Me, Discovering What Happens When You Ask. Until next time, grace and peace.